Wagwan guys, what's going on? I hope you're doing well. Cannot complain myself. So we're going to be talking about Dwight Howard today. Okay. Dwight Howard is known to be, kind of a horse around guy. Everybody in the NBA is really guys that kind of like horse around and play. Everybody has their moments, you know what I'm saying? But I remember things taking a turn for the worse when he started elbowing people, dude. That was a period of time where people were like, you know what I'm saying? Head on the swivel. You feel me? I don't have a video up, but you guys may need to go check some of those videos out and watch Dwight Howard elbowing people. Elbows to the head, taking people out. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it was. You feel me? Now, aside from that, okay. Well, first I'll just tell you what's going on. So basically, an accuser has come out and said that Dwight Howard basically forced himself on him. Basically saying that he was assaulted and he was forced into, forced into acts that he didn't want to do, forced into a situation he didn't want to be in. Fair enough. Okay. Now, a little backstory on this is that 2018, I was not clued in on this. I didn't follow this story very closely, but just like viewing this story from the outskirts and just like highlights, it was spotlighted on sexuality. It was spotlighted on, homosexuality. It was spotlighted on, this was like a gay man and they supposedly had some type of, sexual interaction between each other. So it was like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? This was the first, it was like the first, right? So people were like up in arms about it. Of course, they're like, I mean, first time someone has ever heard about any situation like that, similar to that. No situation similar to that has ever happened with Dwight Howard. He's been in the league for I don't know how many years. The guy was star-studded, right? And and it was what it was. You feel me? It looked like he was one of those guys that was just going to be in the league and he was going to have his ups and downs or whatever. But solid guy, okay. Well, he ends up after the Lakers, right? I think he ends up going overseas and playing somewhere like somewhere in Asia, right? Somewhere overseas. And so not so solid as people would believed him to be, right? You kind of was there and seen the decline in his athletic career, right? And then you have stories that were just like stories about his son. It was like super eerie. You feel me? I remember seeing stories about his son, how kind of the behavior he was, modeling almost. It was you see what I'm saying? It was super eerie because his son's, I guess he's becoming of age and he's filling out. He's, very similar to his father, I believe. And then it's complaints that's, getting pushed out about, his son's behavior. I don't think I covered that story, but I did read up on it. And I was like, wow, I just looked into it. I was like, man, this is, you know what I'm saying? It was something I was like, man, I'm gonna just kind of watch and see what's happening with that. You feel me? But then, the whole moral of that situation was the mother, or the narrative in that write-up was that, the narrative in that article was that the son was like modeling behavior from his father, something like that. So Okay, 2018 hits or whatever, and then you got this guy. This is the 2018 victim, supposedly, but like the dude, I guess he's claiming he signed like a non-disclosure agreement, and he basically couldn't talk about it, but now he's coming out and talking about it, and he did oust the dude anyway in 2018, right? But I didn't really hear about the assault part. I only heard about the rumors of them hooking up, and it was just rumors until that point. Okay, now you guys are kind of getting caught up, right? I'm trying to create a timeline here. So 2021 is when the second supposedly assault occurred, where this guy was basically forced into a situation that he didn't want to be in. Okay, both of these guys, are they have alternative lifestyles, I would say, and it's supposedly they're like in connection with Dwight Howard, which doesn't make sense because Dwight Howard has not come out as being in that lifestyle or being a homosexual or whatever, right? We wouldn't know of Dwight Howard to be in those circles anyway, right? So my thing about this whole situation is and it's a video too of Kobe Bryant kind of like going at it with Dwight Howard, and he's like, he's hurling insults to where it's like, man, those insults are like hitting a little bit harder than anybody, than normal, than a normal Kobe, tongue lashing or whatever, right? And I was just like, whoa, that was, it was just kind of crazy to me. And it's always something like, man, it must be something that I'm not seeing. It's, something, because it's like, whoa, situations like that, like you ever just like be, somebody get into it, but when they get into it, things like take a turn for the worse, and you're like, they don't like get to the to the zenith point, but like it's there, you know what I'm saying? And you're like, whoa, man, you seen the teeth, okay? You saw teeth in that, you see what I'm saying? And like, you're like, whoa, let me let me keep an eye on that. Let me watch that a little bit more closely now. You know what I'm saying? And okay. So when this situation happens or whatever, the only thing I'm saying is, since he admitted it right here, I'm not hulling nobody. I'm not saying, what's right and what's wrong, but I'm just saying, like, if this guy could just start telling the truth from the start, it's going to save him a lot of trouble. But now what you did is it's like you denied the rumors at first. People kind of could have knew who you was and what you was about. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, you out here trying to lie and cover up, and like if you into that type of lifestyle, man, come out and say it. If you like to do all that stuff, then you know what I'm saying, I understand you may want to keep your personal life personal. I feel that, but at the end of the day, you see how this spills out into the public arena, and you know what I'm saying, it just spills out into the media. And then the people who you're doing these deeds with behind closed doors, supposedly, they are coming out. You have to manufacture agreements behind closed doors to kind of shoo away the idea of this becoming public and this getting out. That's the rationale behind this. You know what I'm saying? This is you know what I'm saying? It just, to me, it's like, bruh, you know what I'm saying? And people are gonna, you know what I'm saying? It's just one of them things where it's like, if you that much of, this type of person, why not just, come out and just be forward with it? You see what I'm saying? That probably would like help. That would create that would create alleviation of the situation right there. Just doing that. That would alleviate a lot of the difficulties that, you're probably going through right now. But I mean, who knows? I don't think this is, of course, any situation like this where you have somebody, claiming that you assaulted them, is serious. But I'm not going to sit up here, and say that I'm in 100% agreement with, the individuals. And, I'm not saying that. I don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? This could be a money grab. This could be a hoax or whatever. You see what I'm saying? But my thing is, Dwight Howard just came out and admitted to having interactions with this second individual. So it's just interesting to me. You see what I'm saying? Just interesting. It makes you look at people a little bit different. I don't want to start digging into that situation. You see what I'm saying? But when somebody's like jovial and playful like that, you know what I'm saying? And that's the type of guy that Dwight Howard was known to be in the league. Everybody's just kind of like that in the league. They laugh and play and stuff. But like I was talking about earlier, them elbows start coming. Them elbows start flying. Dude, oh my goodness, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm out the paint. If Dwight Howard was going up for the rebound, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? You may want to go ahead and grab that ball and not even try to box a mock, because, you know what I'm saying? If he grabs the rebound, watch. He don't even have to be grabbing the rebound. That free arm's gonna come and elbow you. You see what I'm saying? So my thing is, when that start happening too, it's a lapse in character. It's a lapse in judgment. And you got to be a people watcher. You got to be a people person too. So I think maybe Kobe did see something that other people didn't see. You see what I'm saying? Because the way he was going at it with Dwight Howard was kind of crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? But situations like that, you know what I'm saying? It's tricky, because if you're being deceptive and you're not coming out and you're not just telling people what you're about, and then somebody catch you like that, you see what I'm saying? Somebody catch you slipping, you know what I'm saying? I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not saying anything negative, but if somebody catches you, like, it's one thing if you lie and you come and tell okay, somebody lied to you, then they say, you know what, that was a lie. Let me not do that. Let me tell you the truth. You can have an understanding with somebody if they do that to you. But if somebody lies and then you catch them in a lie before they can tell you the truth, that may broke them completely right there. When you do that, that may just completely break them. See what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, sometimes it's better just to go ahead and let people know what you're about, because you see, sometimes, let me just go ahead and get to it. Sometimes, like, you giving somebody enough rope to yoke themselves. You keep giving somebody rope. If they just keep pulling rope, at the end of the day, that a bell gotta be rung in your mind to let you know. That's why I say you gotta be a people person. You have to watch people. You gotta just know sometimes. You gotta get out the house. You gotta be able to, you know what I'm saying, understand, how to interact with other people. You're not gonna be meeting the regular person, some regular guy every time you walk up to a person, an individual. Is gonna be a different person, and you have to know that. You know what I'm saying? So, I say that because it's just ridiculous. It's like, how do you have this much money and be this type of person, but you gotta, stuff like this is kept, it's kept in the rows. It's kept, not out of the public's eye. But That's what I got for you guys, man. I'm up out of here. Peace, dude.